Hi, welcome to Monster Transmissions. You're in Curt's Corner. We get a lot of questions about a governor on a 700 R4 transmission. It's the same type of governor as in a 350 or 400. Right now we're going to show you and display how to replace or check the governor on a 700 R4. Now obviously this will most likely be installed in your vehicle, car or truck, whatever the application is, and this will be actually inverted. So we kind of rolled this unit over so you understand exactly where the governor is and how to remove it. Now the governor cap itself is this round, it's about 4 inches in diameter. And this is the area that's a cover that holds into the casting of the case. Some have a rubber seal, some are silicone, depending on the year of the rebuild of the transmission. To remove this cover, you're going to need a couple of items. You actually need a chisel and a hammer. Sounds kind of awkward for a mechanic, but you need those two items to remove this cover. It has a lip perimeter, and that's where you're going to hammer this cover and it'll actually come right off the casting of the case. But safety first. Make sure you wear safety glasses so you don't get nothing in your eyes during this operation. Now I'm going to leave it in this position so you understand. You're going to be hammering it from the bottom edge here. There's a chisel, the flat chisel. Don't use a punch, you'll actually puncture a hole through the cap. So you want to get it from the edge here, the lip. You don't want to hammer into the casting because then you could actually rip another hole into the cover itself. So you want to go along the perimeter and gently tap this cover to remove it from the casting. So you may have to move in a couple different positions to remove this cover. Okay, now the cover will simply come off and we'll expose the governor. And this is a governor assembly and it has a nylon gear on the end of it. And it has teeth that ride actually on the output shaft of the transmission. So when you pull it from the transmission, it will rotate as it comes out. So these are the gears that ride on the output shaft of the transmission. You want to inspect that area because if the teeth get stripped off, then obviously the governor will not rotate and the vehicle will not shift. So the first thing you want to inspect is that the governor teeth are in good condition. None of them are stripped or flat. The next area you want to inspect is actually this area here. This area here is where the valve will slide up and down inside this housing of the governor assembly. And these are the butterfly weights. So when you activate the butterfly weight, you'll notice a valve is moving on the inside. So when you compress the butterfly weight, the valve will float down. You release, it'll move, there's a spring and it'll go back up. So ensure if this valve is stuck, the transmission will not shift. There's a display of one where the valve is stuck in the housing. No matter how you actuate the butterflies, this valve is not moving. There's two ways of cleaning this or freeing that valve up. One is you can actually take this governor, hold it in this position, and you can tap it on a hard surface where it's concrete or piece of wood, and you wrap it several times on the bottom of the governor on this area, and it may shock the valve and free the valve up. And then you can inspect it by moving it. If it's moving freely, then the governor is good. You also can spray some carb cleaner in there to clean out any debris that might be in there from your old transmission. So that's how you inspect the governor. After the governor has been inspected or you free the valve up, you install it in the same manner. Slide the teeth into the transmission and it will rotate around the output shaft gear, and now it's in place. And to replace the governor cap, you want to clean this surface and you can add some silicone to this area here and then reinstall the cover onto the casting of the case. Now you want to ensure that you hammer this cover evenly back into place and ensure that the lip of this is sealed tightly, and you'll see the silicone ooze out the sides. Seal this tightly against the casting of the case. And now the governor has been successfully replaced or repaired. So if you have any other questions on the 700R4 governor, you can give us a call at Monster Transmissions, 1-800-708-0087. Talk to you then.